welcome back to my channel, Eat, Burn, Sleep. I'm Yalda and today I'm going to share with you what I do when I have a cold or the flu or a virus like that, whether it is winter or it is summer. I'm just coming out myself of an episode of a summer cold, which was brought on by working too hard. I worked on this new 6-week plan, which I'm going to launch very soon for all of you guys, and I was so eager to get it done that I got into crazy work mode, and I was working 10-12 hours a day, writing the plan, writing recipes, and I forgot to rest, to be balanced, to do as I preach. And I realized I hadn't taken any day off in 2 weeks, no weekends, nothing, on top of having children. And of course, what happened is it lowered my immune system. I caught a virus and I have a cold. It was probably worsened by the fact that the heating stopped working in my flat when temperatures in London really dropped. But anyway, that's another story. And I'm someone who uses both traditional medicine and supplementation when needed. So if you have, followed my recovery from ulcerative colitis and autoimmune hemolytic anemia, medicine didn't work on me. But I'm not one to tell people who have, serious health issues to stop their medicines. The way I stopped mine, that's a different story, but I waited to get better and I supported with diet, lifestyle, supplements. So I have this cold flu going on. I bought some over-the-counter medicines like most people do, which mainly contains paracetamol, and it does help, with the headaches and everything, and it does clear the nose. I've got a couple of boxes here. I've got one which is a brand called Epsom and another one which is from Tesco's. So I just want to clarify something about generic medication. My dad's a pharmacist and he's always said to me, first he was like, don't take anything. Second thing is, if you have to take something, you don't need to pay an expensive price. It's the same molecule. What's in it, whether it's written Boots or Tesco's or, whichever country you're in, the local pharmacy brand will be just as effective as the more expensive version of it. It's the same active principle. Now, in terms of supplements, what I do find is when I do my supplementation well, it stops me from going further into a problem and then maybe needing antibiotics. Because what happens oftentimes is we start with a cold, it's a viral infection, but then the sinuses get blocked, there's an accumulation of mucus, bacteria starts developing. Before we know it, we blow our nose, it's kind of yellow, greenish. We have a bacterial infection, we go to the doctor, we're being prescribed antibiotics. And unfortunately, antibiotics damage the gut flora. They are needed. If you have a kidney infection, you must take them. If you don't want to, they save lives, but at the same time, we don't want to overdo them because A, they stop working if you overdo them, and B, it damages your digestive system, and all diseases start in the gut, as Hippocrates, not sure how you say in English, said. So we want to keep a very strong and healthy gut. So if we can avoid them, then better. And I'm going to show you what I do to make sure that I recover and I don't go down that route and I don't end up taking antibiotics. So I have a few supplements here which I'm going to share with you. The first one is this. I don't know if you can see it. Lysine. Lysine is an amino acid. It's an amino acid which fights, it's an antiviral. It's an antiviral amino acid. And it works wonders. However, it works wonders against, all viruses, cold sores and flu viruses. It really supports the system. However, there's just one thing. It gets cancelled out, the effects of it gets cancelled when there is arginine. Arginine is another amino acid, and it is found mainly in very healthy foods like nuts, seeds, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate. So when I going through something like this, I avoid eating those foods, so I don't cancel out the lysine that I'm taking to support myself and help kill that virus. The other thing is, I'm dairy free, but if you have dairy, you might want to stop it if you're unwell, especially if you have a cold or the flu, because dairy is very mucus producing. And so is coffee, by the way. So you want to avoid this thing so you don't produce extra mucus in your sinuses, in your lungs, and you don't make your problem, you don't aggravate it. What I take next is vitamin C. We all know that vitamin C is wonderful to support the immune system. However, I like taking liposomal vitamin C, like this one, which is Ultra C. Let me just show you. This one. All of these things are going to be linked on my website, eatburnsleep.com. I'll put the link below. And this is a natural liposomal delivery system. What does that mean? It means that it's bound. Please excuse my English. The vitamin C is mixed with fats. And the reason why we absorb it better is because our body is made of fat, and it absorbs much better. So I have this either an empty stomach or between meals. Oftentimes what I do is, if I forget to take it before breakfast because I'm so hungry, what I'll do is I will just mix it with some water and have it around 10 o'clock in the morning. And you know, the water has a bit of a fat content, so actually it works a bit as a snack as well. Thanks to that, if you have a little bit of a hunger pan in the morning, you have this, and it will make you feel better thanks to a fat content. The next thing I have is oil of oregano. So oregano is one of the most powerful natural antibiotics. And in several cultures, when people are unwell, they're being served, my grandfather would make tea with oregano, and he would give you oregano tea, then a spoon of honey, some ginger when you were unwell, and it works amazing. What I do is it tastes pretty awful, but I'm fine with this awful taste. And what I do is I just grab a tablespoon in the morning. I just have a spoon of it and I wash it down with some water, and I do it before eating, and I wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes before eating, so I make sure it goes down and it kills bad bacteria basically. The next thing I sometimes do, not every time, because it really doesn't taste nice and I struggle with the taste of it, is to take some propolis, which is propolis, which is obviously from honey, and it is antimicrobial, antibacterial. It really helps support your system. This is a brand I bought in France, and I use it when I'm unwell, like now. I'm half Moroccan, half Iranian. When I go to Morocco, in Morocco we have this wonderful thing, I'm just gonna reach it. In Morocco, we have this little thing that they sell you in pharmacies in the Medinas. I don't know if you've been to Morocco, you have all these natural pharmacies where they have all those herbs, they have remedies for everything. And these are little crystals of menthol. Just smelling this, it opens my sinuses. What I do is I take a bowl of water, like this, I fill it with hot water and I just breathe this. I'm not gonna do it now because sometimes it tingles your eyes a bit. I don't want to start crying on camera. But I did it, for example, this morning, and it just clears my sinuses better than everything. If you don't have, if you do not have this product, you know the little Vicks cream that our parents used to put on our chest when we're ill as children? I use that. I will drop it in a bit of water. If you have an inhaler, even better. I don't have one. I'll just use a bowl, and I breathe it a couple of times a day, morning and evening. And if I'm at home during the day, maybe I'll do it a third time, and it clears out. It helps clear out the sinuses. and after that I blow my nose. Sorry, TMI. Last but not least, it's really nice to get a sweat going. And you know, when the temperature of the body goes up, the fever fights the virus. So getting a bit of heat in the body is really good if you have a virus. What I like to do is two things. First, exercise. So nothing strenuous. That is a bad idea, because any strong exercise will lower your immune system and create inflammation. What you want to do is support your immune system. So you want to do gentle exercise. So what I'll do is go for a walk, maybe at a fast pace, just to get that sweat going. Or, for example, yesterday, I dragged myself to Pilates class, and I can assure you, I didn't want to go. I just wanted to go home. The last thing I wanted to do was that, but I thought to myself, it's going to do me good. I will do it. And it was very gentle. It was an hour of Pilates. And I even thought, if I'm not feeling it, then, you know, I can leave after half an hour, 40 minutes, whenever feels right. It actually felt right to stay the whole class. And I felt better for it afterwards, and I slept well. The other thing that I love doing to increase the heat in my body is a bath with Epsom salts. So the amazing thing, same thing linked on my website. The great thing is the bath will make you sweat, but you don't want a bath that's too hot, 37 degrees. Just body temperature, because especially if you have fever, you don't want to have a bath that is higher, but your body temperature. And you put some Epsom salts and it makes you sweat those toxins out. Epsom salts are really detoxifying. You're getting toxins out of your body. You're supporting your liver. Because you know the liver will have less to deal with. When we take supplements, even when you take lysine, which is a supplement or a medication, your liver has to process it. It is work for the liver. So you want to support your liver, and an Epsom salt bath in the evening is detoxifying. It will help your liver, you know, recover from the work it's doing for that, and it will make you sweat further and make you feel better. So these are all the things that I do when I have a cold or the flu, when I have the cold virus or the flu. I didn't have the flu this year, my children did. And I find that these things really support my recovery and stop me from worsening and having my symptoms worsen. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was super casual in the kitchen. If you like these kind of videos, I will do more of them. Leave me a little comment, and do not hesitate to share it with your friends. Have a lovely day.